All right, so I wanted to show you how to calculate Z-scores in PSPP, which is our software that we're using for this course. Over here on variable view, I've labeled a variable as test scores, and I've gone through and made up a series of scores for a test that range from 0 to 100, just to keep things simple. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up here to analyze. I'm going to go to descriptive statistics. What? And I'm going to go to descriptives. Now, once I click on statistics or descriptives, I'm going to have my test score be my variable of interest, of course. It's the only one there. It kind of has to be. And what I'm going to ask it for, you can ask it for the mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum. That's not what we're interested for in this activity. I'm going to come down here for this option of save Z-scores of selected variables as new variables. I'm going to click this button. I'm going to click OK. What this has done is automatically calculated all of my Z-scores for my tests. So I can look through this and I can see I don't have any outliers, right? I don't have anything that's above 3 or below -3. So I don't have any super unusual scores. I can see that the standard kind of breakdown of how far away. This one right here, -2.68, right? It's below 2, so it's one that we would expect to be less of. And that makes sense. This is a 34% on the test. That is a very low score. Same thing, -2.29. That's 40% on the test. That was a very low score. And so you can see how it'll just save the Z-score as a new variable for you, and that then you can do things with that. You can sort ascending. So you can see that these two we already talked about were our lowest Z-scores. You can right-click again and do sort descending. And you can see that this 97% was our highest Z-score. And what that would tell you, right, is that we know that that means the mean is higher. If having a 30% on the test has you in this small bracket down here, but having a 97% still has you in this section of from 1 to 2 here, we know that the mean on this was higher, which if we pull up our output, we see that that's true. The mean was 75.38. The standard deviation was 15.44. So that means in this group, one step away from the mean, one Z-score, it was a 15.44. The lowest score was the 34. The highest score was the 97. Now, I am going to give you the chance for some extra credit. Let's see if I can make myself bigger. Here's your extra credit assignment that you only know about if you're watching this video. Ask one of your instructors, or if you have kids that are in school, ask one of your kids' teachers if you'd rather do it that way, for the most recent assignment, test, quiz results, whatever they want to give. Obviously, tell them they can hide names to protect the confidentiality of the students. Just the list of scores from a test, a quiz, an assignment, anything they want. Plug it into PSPP, calculate the Z-score. And what I want you to do is find your test result on there, your quiz or your assignment, or your kid's test, quiz, assignment. Tell about what their Z-score was and how in real world terminology that is meaningful, okay? If you failed a test, but your Z-score was small, you know, okay, a lot of people failed the test. If you failed the test and you were an outlier, you know, okay, I'm one of the only ones that failed it, right? Or same with your kid. If they failed and a lot of people did, that's a different story than if they failed and they were the only one. Was it a hard test or was it just not enough studying? So send it to me in an email attachment and that'll be worth extra credit on your assignments. We'll make that worth 10 points.